What's up, guys? So we got a collection update. I know I don't really do these anymore, but one change I'm making is I'm gonna do like a here's what I bought this month thing, because I've lately just been adding like what I bought into actual like vinyl collection videos, but I feel like that's not kind of fair because a lot of the stuff I wanna be in more in depth with, I kind of just breeze over to put in a collection video. So yeah, so this is what I got in the last month. Though three of these actual, two I got in November and one in December, so kind of cheating, but oh well. So yeah, probably not gonna be a very big one for February, but oh well. So here we go. If you can hear the chaotic noise behind my head, listening to Anonymous Rock, Demone nos es Dingus. Yeah, I'm sure I butchered that. Industrial Black and Grind from the UK. Probably my favorite record by them, mainly because it's their most death metal sounding, which they don't really have any like death metal in a lot of the records, but this one's definitely, you can hear some of that influence. So yep. So if you like super fast, crazy black grind, this is a awesome record to check out. So yep, again, that is Domain non es Dingus. Link below to check it out, because I'm sure I butchered that terribly bad. It starts with Sweden. I know, shocker, right? So these are two records from the same band. Got the first two from Runemagick. Osmo repressed both of these last year, which was very sweet. So they aren't your typical Swedish death metal band. They are a lot more doomy, which, like, when I think of doomy death metal, I don't really think of Sweden. Sure, you have some bands that are kind of slower, like God Macabre, but I wouldn't call them doomy. But this first one is definitely, I would say, their fastest, because their first two records, I would say, had more in common with, like, Mortiferum than, say, Hooded Menace, because they, like, I don't know, they got, as the discography's gone on, they've gotten, like, not farther away from death metal, but they've gotten more and more doomy with each record as it slowly progresses. This one is definitely their fastest. My favorite is honestly the third record, which I don't have yet, but I only have these two, because my problem with this band, my only problem is a lot of the albums are kind of hard to find or expensive, or like they're in some super weird country to get, and they're like pretty pricey, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, definitely the fastest, but there are some good slow songs too. Favorite in this one, probably The Black Wall, When Death is the Key, and The Supreme Force. So yeah, it's come out I think in 1997, I believe. I want to say 97 and 99, but don't quote me on that. So anyway, there's the front of that one. Very rad. Love that painting. Then the back, the tracks. This is a Osmos 2023 reissue, like I mentioned. I think it was Century Media did this originally, but don't quote me on that. This guy's in the band. This is, let me show you the poster it comes with. Picture of the album cover, very sweet. And then the LP looks awesome, so let me show you that. Cool, like, I don't remember what they call this variant, it's like bloody clear, kind of. I like those labels. And let me show you the insert, which this is from a few months ago, so I will actually show you this, because I'm sure Osmo still has some of these in stock. Yeah, you got like the Infest Dead. I don't remember what that band's called. Then you got like Massacre, Juice of Scary, Therion, Unholy, Massacre. Oh, it's Odium, that's right. I think it's Odium, yeah. And then a bunch of big, like, more stuff that they have in stock. You have very cool, definitely of the first two is my favorite, but like I said, the third record is my favorite overall, though. So yep. That is the Supreme Force of Eternity. Killer record. And then, Enter the Realm of Death. A lot of the album covers are kind of not very good. This one definitely has their best, though. I think the first album I ever heard by them was this one, so mainly because of the artwork was what turned me on to this, so yeah. Anyway, there's the front of that one. Very cool. The guy, like, the skull belt looking thing. I love their logo, too, so yeah. Awesome. In the back, got the tracks again. Osmos 2023 reissue. So hails to Osmos for always repressing great records. Guys in the band, same kind of lyric thing, but different colors, obviously. Favorite on this one, probably Longing for Hades, Beyond the Horizon's End, and The Call of Tombs. Again, same order sheets, I'm not going to show you that twice. Then here is the record. It looks more, it's blue in person, it looks pretty black, but you can kind of see against the light. It's like pretty close to this. It's like kind of like ox. It looks like super dark water kind of, and there's a little bit of black, but you can't not really see good on camera, but in person it's definitely there. Let's come with a poster, I don't remember. Yep, here's the poster. Just the album cover, so literally it's basically the same as the other album, but yeah. Very sweet. Same man, if you like some good old super heavy, kind of fast-ish death metal, but you want something like with some doomy parts, check it out. So that is, again, Runemagick with The Supreme Force of Eternity from I think 97, and Enter the Realm of Death from I think 99. Yep. Awesome band. All the records are good, but like I said, they're kind of hard to find, so good luck. But I think NWN has the third album for sale on LP too, so I need to get that one. I will eventually. Alright, here's one I was sent by a friend of mine. If you're watching, you know who you are. So this is Rage with Execution Guaranteed. German thrash metal, definitely thrash heavy metal, because the first record is definitely, I say, their best, but their first four, like, pretty good German thrash, though. Is this as good as, like top tier, like, top tier, like, Destruction or Sodom early created? No, but still pretty good, though, so yeah. Like I said, the debut, Reign of Fear, is definitely the best and the most thrashy, but this is a good mixture of, like, thrash and heavy metal, so somewhere between, like, Stormwatch and like Death Row maybe is a good comparison for this band, so yeah. Anyway, probably the best artwork though. I like their first four albums. They have like a massive discography, and after their fourth record, not really into it, but I do love their first four though, so yep. Pretty much this doesn't really have any extreme metal influence, like I said, it's definitely closer to like a faster heavy metal than like Pleasure to Kill or anything, but anyway. Love that cover out there. It looks like it could be a punk album too, though. That's just me, though. So anyway, there's the front. I like their logo. Then the guys, there you go. Cool, like Mob Justice, like Pulp Fiction kind of, or The Godfather inspired maybe. Anyway, there's that. In the back, the tracks, guys in the band. I believe the vocalist is the only original member left. So yeah. It says limited to 500 copies, 350 black, 150 splatter. So I got the more limited version, which is cool. The only thing that's kind of dumb is they charge extra for this, which they didn't need to, because LP1 is the actual album, and LP2 is just a different mix, so kind of dumb. But honestly, LP2 sounds a lot better. It's like fuller and bigger sounding. The guitars sound a lot better than the original, but yeah. That's just a little nitpick. They should have just included the actual remix, but I guess people want what the OG sounded like. I guess you can have that too. So, oh well. They both look the same, so I'm going to show you one, though. A very cool red and black merge. And then just come with the insert. No, that's it. Let me show you the gatefold better. I didn't really show you that good. Shame, man, if you like good, like, thrash, heavy metal stuff, awesome record. First four are definitely the best, though, so yeah. Favorite overall is Reign of Fear. Check out the song, was it Deceiver? Yeah, great stuff. Favorites on this one, probably Down by Law, Street Wolf, and Before the Storm. But yep. So there's Rage, Execution Guaranteed. Probably my second favorite though, but the first four rule. Here's from a band that a bunch of death metal people love. I do too. This record gets kind of lambasted because it kind of sounds like it was recorded inside a hot dumpster, but I'm not sure why it sounds like that badly, but I don't know. I guess the guy who produced it didn't really know what he was doing, but oh well. This is Suffocation with Beating the Spawn, so definitely of the first three, my least favorite. even if the production was better, it would still be my least favorite of the first three, which it's not a bad record. It's great, obviously, but I don't know. Following Effigy of the Forgotten, they kind of had a tough task ahead of them, and I don't know, man. I think Scott Burns produced Pierce and Effigy. I know he did. I think at least Pierce. I don't know who produced this one, but whoever did, the band I think has hated the production the entire time. Sure, it's not great, but it's not like unlistenable like some people pretend to say this for some reason. But I don't know. I mean, death metal's supposed to be ugly and not clean. That's kind of the purpose, but I don't know. I wish it was better, but it's still good though. I mean, the songs definitely make up for it sounding kind of like a mess. But anyway, favorites in this one: Beginning of Sorrow, Epitaph of the Credulous, and Prelude to Repulsion. So anyway, there's the front. Cool Dan Seagrave artwork from 1993. Yeah, 93. So anyway, there's that. Then the back, I got the tracks. This is a Listenable Records 2016 reissue. Very cool. And I know sometimes there's a few albums that they've repressed where they kind of screwed up the artwork. I'm glad they didn't on this one because I've seen some people show like some Gorguts reissue that were pretty awful. So glad they didn't mess this one up. Anyway, inner sheet. I know Mike Smith didn't play drums on Pierce from Within for some reason. I'm not sure why he didn't, but oh well. He's like been in and out of the band a few times, so who knows? Maybe there was some drama. Nice blue. See, man, this record's awesome. Granted, is it as good as Pierce's Effigy? No, it's my third favorite, but I don't know. Maybe if you listen to it, if you have the CD, it sounds a lot better than it does online, because listening to it online through headphones, it's pretty rough, but if you actually own a copy of it, it definitely sounds better in person than through headphones, but yep. That is Suffocation, Breeding the Spawn. Great record. Alright, so this record, if I had, when I did my US thrash metal video, this definitely would have been on the list, but this one is kind of hard to find, and I found a seller on eBay who clearly didn't know what they had, because this went for like a third of the price it normally does, so I snapped it up right quick. This Sadus was Swallowed in Black. The debut is my favorite, but their first three albums are awesome. Yes, I even like the third, kind of like weirdly proggy tech one. These guys are a Bay Area thrash band, probably maybe the most aggressive American thrash band, definitely the most aggressive one from California for sure. They definitely have more in common with like Demolition Hammer than say like Testament. Super aggressive and like death metal thrashy sounding, which the first record is definitely, I would say, a lot faster. There's a couple like not groovy, but a couple like mid-paced songs on here. Favorites definitely Black, Last Ablade, The Wake, and Powers of Hate. But yeah, they're the first record that has the best song, Certain Death. That's definitely the highlight of the career. I would say that they're probably the most famous for having Steve DiGiorgio on bass, which this was 91, I think, originally. So after a couple years after he played on Severed Survival from Autopsy, which is cool. I don't think he was on Mental Funeral. No, he wasn't. He was on one of the EPs. I think he was only Severed Survival, but yeah. So anyway, there's the front of that one. Kind of a weird cover, but oh well. So anyway, there you go. There's that. The guy holding like an iron ball thing made of skulls. Very cool. I like the logo too. Then the back, dudes in the band, the tracks. Listenable Records 2017 reissue, so 2 in a row by them where they actually didn't screw up the artwork, so thank you, Listenable, for not being cheap for once. Here's the insert. And then this one is on red. Doesn't really match the artwork, but it matches the album name, so it's kind of fitting. But if it was on black, I think that would be better, but that's just me nitpicking. Shit, man, if you want super aggressive thrash from the US, it sounds almost German. This is definitely one of the best records from the US thrash scene, but I still think the debut is my favorite, though. But their first 3 albums are all killer. The new one people were loving. I don't get the hype for the new record, honestly. It's okay, but it's kind of boring. But yeah, first 3 are definitely their best, though. But the debut is my favorite. I'll get that one eventually. So yep. Say that's Swallowed in Black, 91. So these last two were ones I got in December, but I decided to show them anyway, because why not? I don't think I'll be able to talk about them in another video, I guess, so I didn't want to just breeze over them. So this band, usually when bands go on a hiatus and they come back from a big break, they can't change their style. This band's like they were frozen in time when they went on break, came back, and didn't lose a single step after almost 20-year hiatus. So this is Defleshed with Grind Over Matter. Man, these guys are so underrated. No one ever talks about this band. It's a damn shame. Is this their best record? No. I would say probably Under the Blade, Fast Forward, and Reclaim the Beast are my three favorites. But if you don't know Defleshed, they are I guess you could say death thrash band from Sweden, but they're super fast and in your chance death metal, this is probably the most thrash metal influenced one, but it's still pretty aggressive death metal. So to compare this to someone, I would say like both of the Motionless, like the Swedish Motionless and the French one who did, Abject Offerings and Colored Funeral. Then like Loud Blast, their first three records, then Massacre, like Enjoy the Violence, Final Holocaust, that kind of stuff, and a little bit of like a less melodic The Crown, because The Crown definitely had a lot of like melodic death influence mixed with thrash. These guys aren't very melodic, they just straightforward kick your ass in your face thrash, but yeah. Favorite on this one is definitely Grind Over Matter, the title track, and One Grave to Fit Them All, which is definitely one of the best song titles. That is an awesome song title, but yeah. Like I said, Fast Forward, Reclaim the Beast, and Under the Blade are my three favorites, but it's probably number 4. Though one of their albums they decided to cover a Motley Crue song. I'm not sure why they thought that was a good idea, but I'll let them pass, because on Under the Blade they cover Curse of the Gods from Destruction. Honestly, their version I think blows away Destruction's original, but that's just me. So anyway, those are fun. Cool album cover. Put out through Metal Blade in 2022. And you got the back. 3 guys. I think they have 2 original members. I think the guitarist / bass player and one of the guitarists, which is pretty cool. Nice labels. And then here's the lyric insert. I know you can't really read that because my camera isn't the best, but oh well. So man, if you like super aggressive, in your face, thrashy death metal, these guys are one of the best bands and they deserve more love. But again, I think only 2 of their albums actually have a vinyl press. This one and Under the Blade are the only ones that have a vinyl press. Actually, one has a picture disc press too, but picture discs usually kind of sound like crap, so it would be nice if they were to do like a reissue campaign and put them all out on vinyl, but yeah. Good record. Definitely the easiest to obtain. This was super cheap. This was like $10 on Metal Blade's website, so even if that sounds appealing, definitely worth a blind buy, so yep. Defleshed, Grind Over Matter. The last record for today. I know kind of a shorter video, but I want to keep these updates under like 20 minutes or so it's not super long, so. This is a band I kind of not really sure how I feel about them yet, but I've seen people whose taste I usually trust say this is a awesome record and a heavy metal classic, so I decided to blind buy since it was pretty cheap. If it was the normal price I wanted to buy, but for the sale price it was definitely worth it, which I like it, but it's kind of hard to explain. It's just kind of weird, I guess. This is Cirith Ungol, Frost and Fire, I think. Yeah, Frost and Fire again. So this does what the Rage album does, where it's 2 OPs, it's the different mixes, which is kind of dumb, but honestly, there's the 40th anniversary remix and the 2021 remaster, which the 40th anniversary one sounds a lot better than the 2021 remaster. Which I'm surprised they did 2 remixes. You would think they would have at least the original, but that's just me. So these guys are like heavy metal / doom band, I guess, which apparently the record from last year was their most doomy record. I haven't heard that one, honestly. This is the only album I've ever heard by them in its entirety. I've heard some more, they're good, but this is definitely one of those records that you will either love or hate because of the vocals. I'm like in the middle. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. It's a good record, obviously, that's why I bought it. I enjoy it, but I don't know, it's like sometimes I can only handle the dude's vocals for a while. It's like super like high pitch and nasally, kind of like the guy from Manila Road, where it's like you're either gonna be like that's awesome or this sucks. But yeah. Anyway, love that cover art though. All the artwork's definitely great though, except Paradise Lost. That one kind of sucks, but most of the artworks are awesome. So anyway, there's the front. Then the back, like I said, the 2 different versions, but they should have had the original, but that's just me nitpicking. Metal Blade reissue, which I think they've been signing Metal Blade since the early days. They didn't say they were an American band, I don't remember where, but they look kind of like a hippie band. I don't know why they don't look metal. They look like a prog band to me. They look like they should be playing with Jethro Tull, not like Omen or Fate's Warning, but oh well. This is a double LP, I'll show you one. Yeah, I know, it should have been green, but oh well. There's the blue. Nice little insert, booklet rather. So yeah, Tim Baker, that's the guy whose vocals are kind of like weirdly unique sounding, but depending on who you are, you may probably not like it, but I kind of enjoy it because I sometimes like unique vocals as long as it's not too annoying. Here's the poster that it comes with. Just the album cover, which is pretty cool. Ginormous though, so I don't have any place to hang this really, but yeah. So man, if you like traditional heavy metal that's slightly doomy with a very unique vocal style, this is an awesome record. Though if you want some heavy metal with doomy elements, I still suggest the first 4 Trouble records over this, to be honest, but this is a good record though, so yep. If I see another record by them in the wild, I'll buy it, but will I track down them on my own? Probably not, but it's not saying it's bad, just I don't know. Good record, but not something I would, like, instantly go out and buy the entire discography, but good record though, so yep. Cirith Ungol, Frost and Fire. The favorite on this one is definitely the title track, What Does It Take, and Edge of a Knife. What do we have? Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Not sure what I'll do next. Probably a vinyl collection video, but I have another topic in my head I've been thinking about for a while, so I may do that, so we'll see what's happening. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace out. Goodbye.